News 4 Jax starts right now with a breaking news alert.
Juror drama. One juror excused by the judge and deliberations forced to begin again. About 20 minutes ago, Kareem Brown was spotted having lunch at Sweet Pete's across the street from the federal courthouse. After that alternate juror was seated in Kareem Brown's corruption trial, the jury came back with a question. Deliberations have been going on for an hour and a half now. This is after 12 hours of deliberations over the past 2 days. Channel 4's Tarek Miner and Lindsay Gardner are at the federal courthouse downtown. Tarek is standing by to talk with the local attorney about how this might impact Brown's verdict. But first, we begin with Lindsay, who's been in the courtroom all morning. Lindsay.
Bruce, bombshell after bombshell indeed coming this morning. As you mentioned, within the last hour, the jury submitted their very first question of these deliberations to the judge. That question was submitted in writing, and I want to tell you exactly what they asked. They asked Judge Corrigan if Kareem Brown, the defendant in this case, is responsible for everything on her taxes if she did not provide all of the information or if she did not sign the tax forms. For example, e.g., is she responsible for items she did not tell her CPA? The judge responded back in writing that the jury would have to look back at their jury instructions he gave them at the beginning of deliberations on Monday. So essentially, that is a non-answer for the jury. They're now stuck trying to interpret the law on their own as they read it. Now, here is why this is so significant. On the stand during these 10 days of testimony, Ronnie Simmons, Kareem Brown's former chief of staff, who took a plea deal in this case, admitted to the jury that he signed Kareem Brown's tax forms for one of the years in question. And the defense also hounded home an email that was entered into the record between Simmons and Brown's certified public accountant, who also testified. In that email, it was very clear that the two of them were working out Brown's charitable contributions, and that email had nothing to do with Kareem Brown. So it's possible that the jury is considering that Kareem Brown was not as directly involved with her taxes that were filed fraudulently as the government is alleging. Now, another huge development this morning, juror number 13 was dismissed. We now know juror number 8 called the judge's secretary last night with concerns or a complaint over juror number 13, referring to a higher power or higher beings and Kareem Brown. So an emergency hearing was held this morning. The judge kicked the media out of the courtroom. He brought us back in about 2 hours later and assured everyone that he felt there was a legal reason to dismiss this juror. So the unemployed man from Middleburg, who is retired from the Navy, was sent packing, and they brought in the first alternate here in the case. That was juror number 5, and the judge instructed the jury that they must begin their deliberations again, throw out the last 12 hours, and start back over. And again, within 30 minutes, they had that first question. So I can tell you now, this new juror, he is a businessman from Jacksonville. He has ties to UNF, and he admitted during jury questioning that he personally knew John Delaney. Now, John Delaney, the president of UNF, was a witness in this case. He was called by the defense, one of their 4 witnesses they called, and he testified that he thought Kareem Brown is an honest person. So make of that what you will, but that is the drama unfolding here this morning in court. Lots of developments, and it's possible that we expect more developments this afternoon as we are seeing movement from this jury. Tarek.
All right, thank you so much, Lindsay. Joined now with our Randy Reed for some legal insight. As we were just discussing, this is, pretty odd. This is pretty strange. A lot has happened over the past 3 hours. Before we get to the taxes, let's talk about the significance of the dismissal of this juror. How does that impact Kareem Brown's case?
I think it really complicates things sort of in its review process. I think ultimately, however this turns out, if she's convicted of any charges, it'll be an opportunity for the defense to have maybe a rehearing on it in the sense of an appeal. It's very interesting, not common. Clearly, the federal government has a process for it, but we don't see this very often.
And that juror, the judge found legal reason for whatever he said, statements about a higher power or a higher being. What do you make about those statements? Maybe dealing with spirituality?
It could have been. I think in the end, we're going to know a lot more in a few weeks as far as what was said. And I think already this has a made-for-movie kind of feel to it, and I think that'll make that part interesting. I don't know that it really translates very well into the ultimate carriage of justice on an acquittal or a conviction.
And just setting the stage, they had 12 jurors. They had deliberated for approximately 12 hours. One leaves, so they're deliberating for 30 minutes, and then all of a sudden they have this question, a question about the responsibility of the taxes. Your take on that and the significance?
Well, I find it odd that funny, I suppose, that they're supposed to start all over in the deliberations, and you would think they might go numerically through it, but the reality is the taxes are like the last 4 of the charges, and that's where they have the question. The question's a very interesting question. I think that question bodes well for Kareem Brown, but I think it's very interesting that no questions for 12 hours, and then 30 minutes after a new jury, they got inquiry.
And now you got one new juror in with 11 who have probably formed some kind of bond over the past 12 hours. Frustration from those other 11, tense moments inside the...
I'd be guessing, and maybe there's some frustration alleviated by the removal of one juror. I think the new juror obviously is walking into a group that has already been formed and normed, if you will, and I think they've got equity in what they've already argued for 12 hours. So starting all over is aspirational. I think is tough in practice.
All right, Randy Reed, we appreciate your insight. We look forward to talking to you later on in the newscast. Bruce, we're going to toss it back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Brown is facing 22 federal charges, including mail and wire fraud. She's always maintained her innocence. For background on the case, go to newsforjax.com/trial.